man spewed a swarm of bees from his mouth. The thugs surrounded by bees hurriedly fled. Just now, he gained superpowers. He started the car. The tattered car transformed into a super sports car. Encountering traffic jam, he split his fingers. The vehicles on the road automatically separated. Making way for him, he pulled the car's gear stick. The car shot out like a rocket. He squinted his eyes. His competitor suddenly couldn't speak properly and had to stop for a glass of water. His competitor misspoke again. His colleagues didn't know what was happening. Then he made his competitor's face contort and speak nonsense. While he was being interviewed at a food festival, he witnessed the landing of a meteorite. Becoming the exclusive newsman, he returned home, conjured a bouquet of flowers for his girlfriend. With a snap of his fingers, he turned on the music, looking at the moon. He thought it wasn't big enough. He waved to wipe away the clouds, made the moon grow larger and larger. Then he added more stars to the sky. He and his girlfriend embraced, and just yesterday, he was still an unlucky guy. Nothing went right for him. Everything changed because of a strange encounter. The man stretched out a hand and found he had 7 fingers, which startled him greatly. God approached him and said, "Since you are dissatisfied with me, then be God for a day." He had been too unlucky before. He went to work and encountered a huge traffic jam, could only wildly turn the steering wheel in anger by the time he arrived at the company. He was late. His competitor mocked him. The company sent him to report on location. While broadcasting, his competitor mocked him again. He widened his eyes, angrily arguing with the host. Back at the newspaper office, he and his belongings were thrown out. As he left, he saw someone bullying a homeless man. He stepped forward to stop them, but was pounced on by the thugs and beaten up badly. He was injured, and his car was scratched. Back home, his dog peed everywhere, and he had an argument with his girlfriend. He drove out in anger and encountered a truck. He switched to another lane, and when he picked up the fallen bracelet, he accidentally hit a streetlight. He was hit so hard his head ached and slowly got out of the car. Missing the rescue vehicle, he threw away the bracelet and began cursing God. God was really scolded down from the sky by him. He made the man open a cabinet to see his own life. The man was instantly pushed away by the cabinet. He also bestowed upon the man divine powers. Let him experience what it feels like to be God. The man squatted down next to his girlfriend. His girlfriend thought he was going to propose and was about to tear up, but the man, with teary eyes, said he had been promoted. He ignored his girlfriend's disappointment. He was overwhelmed by the prayers echoing in his ears, causing him a headache. God told him, the greater the power, the greater the responsibility. You need to deal with people's prayers. With a wave of his hand, countless filing cabinets filled the room. There were too many, so he turned prayers into post-it notes. Soon his home was covered in post-it notes. In the end, he decided to handle them with his computer. He saw that there were over 1.5 million prayers. His fingers furiously typed and clicked on the keyboard, but the replies increased by another 3 million prayers. He simply responded by approving them all, but his actions disrupted the order of the world. The fall of meteorites damaged the power grid. As the man was broadcasting the news, there was a sudden power outage. Over 10,000 people won the lottery at the same time. A sudden riot broke out in town. Some even thought the end of the world had arrived.